Hello everybody, and welcome back to Igniting Illumination. Now, in today's video, we'll be taking a look at how to earn money by making manga or comics. So, it all started a few years ago. I started a manga and got to the part where I had done the script and the rough drafts. I started with the penciling and inking part, and I got to like page 3 of my manga before I stopped, mainly because it must have been a lack of motivation, to be honest. However, because of that, I did a lot of research on how to make a profit out of it, because if I was gonna make a manga, I sure was going to make a profit. That research and everything I did, I want to share it with you. How to take advantage of your artistic skills or passion and get some money out of it. Even if you're bad at drawing, but you would like to draw better and create your own manga or comic, it is possible, so don't tune out just yet. It will take a lot of dedication though, so you will need that passion for it. That's a must. This is the road I took, okay? I was extremely bad at drawing. As a matter of fact, my drawings consisted mainly of stick figures. I decided that I could not make a graphic novel or manga like this. So what did I do? Well, I headed to the library. I borrowed so many books on how to draw manga or just how to draw in general. Man, I think I even ended up buying books on how to draw. So I got some books on how to draw realistically, as well as borrowed a few mangas in order to learn from the masters. I even found an online stream of a professional mangaka, the guy who drew One Punch Man and Death Note. I would watch his streams and give all of my attention to his pen strokes and try to absorb as much as possible. I put this all into practice and drew a face hundreds of times before it started looking good. Now remember, I started drawing stick figures, so that's why. And for me, it takes a bit longer to learn stuff like this, so it took me quite a while. But with dedication and not giving up, I got to it. So I did this until I was satisfied and could draw for my manga. Then I wrote the script for my manga on notebook paper and laid the outline, or rather the rough draft, onto printer paper with my new learned artistic skills. Finally, I bought some professional paper needed in order to draw the manga on, so that the ink does not leak through the printer paper. Yes, I learned this the tough way. So get some professional drawing paper that the ink will not bleed through. Very important. I finished about 2 or 3 pages, but eventually gave up because a lack of motivation. Actually, I scanned those pages in and used the tool for adding shading and whatnot to the finished inked pages, and my internet was garbage, or rather still is garbage. It would take forever just to add a single detail. And the program would crash several times because of my internet. Now, there are better programs that probably would have worked a dozen times better, but I could not afford it. I think this might have been a huge factor that demotivated me. However, in the end, the blame is only on myself. You see, if I really wanted to succeed and believe in myself, I should have invested in that program, which would help me create my manga. Now, there are a few necessary items that you will need if you are passionate and want to make a manga or comic and earn some money from it, or if you just want to make one for the fun of it. First of all, depending on your artistic skills, you might need some tools to help you get better at drawing, which I definitely needed and did. In regards to that, there are several books that are extremely helpful with showing you how to improve as an artist, depending on your level. All of the tools which I will mention is going to be in the description together with a link. I would recommend taking a look at them and determining which are necessary for you. So they are books to help with drawing better in general, drawing manga, and a bit on how to draw comics in a Marvel kind of fashion by Stan Lee. Furthermore, there are inking pens, which you will need, and it would be wise to get ones with different tip sizes. So usually I think it goes 0.05, 0.05, 0.08, and 1 millimeter and whatnot. So also remember the whiteout. Trust me, it will come in handy. Even professionals use it. Even that mangaka who drew One Punch Man and Death Note, yeah, even he used it. There will be links in the description that will lead you to the items I found necessary in my experience to be successful in drawing. When you are making your final draft, make sure you use the liter comic book paper. I'll link it in the description, as it is necessary so that the ink does not bleed through the paper. That's the professional kind of paper I was talking about earlier. This is a type of it, which I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people that do draw manga, from what I've heard, do use it. For when you scan, finally, when you scan the finished draft into the computer, the program which I would recommend is Clip Studio Paint X. Now, this is something I wish I had and could afford at the time. So, if this is something you're serious about, making or drawing your manga and earning money from it, it is a great investment, as it will help you so much with the details and design of your manga or comic. Once again, I'll link that in the description, but once you start making money from your comic or manga, you'll see how useful it was and you'll have made your money back. Now, you made your manga or comic, and you're wondering how to make money from it. Well, first of all, you need to think about social media and getting your product out there. Making a YouTube channel, Twitter, DeviantArt page, and Instagram to promote your manga or comic will be essential and quite necessary. You can also create a Patreon in which you give your fans a sneak peek on the new chapters coming out, or by drawing custom scenes for the fans. You could also release the first part of your manga or comic out there for free in order to capture an audience, and then make it so that they have to subscribe and pay monthly in order to view new content for the series. There's so many ways to monetize your product. I mean, honestly, you just have to figure out what will best meet your needs and your audience. In order to grow your audience now, seek out different websites such as the Duck webcomics.com or smackjeeves.com and publish your manga and comic there. I'll write it down in the description in case you didn't catch what I said, but you could also post on manga or comic subreddits that you have created a manga or comic and that you would like to give people to give it a chance. Build up your audience and have them follow all of your social medias and YouTube. From there, Oh, and you can start promoting exclusive content to the followers who could pay to see more chapters or a new manga/comic series. Once you have that following, you could create t-shirts, right, with characters or scenes and quotes from the manga or comic, and you sell it online. If you dream of making your manga or comic bigger, you may even want to contact a publishing company that would print your manga or comic for you, and then you announce that to all of your followers. The idea is simple, and once you gain a following using the strategies that I have outlined, it is so easy to monetize it. But wait, it gets better. Maybe you're thinking, I have to create a series before I can monetize it? Man, that'll take forever. Wrong. Create all of your social medias and YouTube channels now. And publish the behind the scenes type of content. Tell people what you're doing and what you wish to accomplish. Show people that you're interested in your manga or comic and that you plan to make something out of it. By doing this, when your manga/comic is actually finished, you will have built up a little following, and from there you can start monetizing it and focus on increasing your audience. Now, once again, I'll leave all of the links and websites which I have mentioned in the video in the description so that you have easy access to it. So check that down right below. I found all of this through experience and a lot of research. This was one of my earlier projects that I took on, but later abandoned, as it simply was not my true calling. As you may already know, that's tennis for me. So, thank you guys for watching, and I really hope that you take this advice to heart and do not delay your dreams anymore. No, take action and just do it. You can never lose something by doing this. The only thing that could happen is if you were passionate about it, but you didn't do anything about it. And later in life, you look back and think about how the future could have been different. Don't live with any regrets. I have provided you with the information on how to start from scratch and be successful. So now take advantage of your opportunity and do it. If you will take action on your dream, like, subscribe, and comment that you are stepping up to the plate and that you will work on your dream. The links mentioned in the video are in the description. Thank you guys once again.